I don't know if you can tell, but the boys are back.
Boys are back in town.
You can tell by the refreshments. This episode is proudly brought to you by Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze been doing his thing for a minute.
Mr. Freeze na Robert Mugabe ndo anthu
avapera Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze wangadori kufinazi ya Robert Mugabe was like
nika snow nika hate ka
find the dust yo
Mr. Freeze. Iri ndore red rams iri masatanisi raiswa rivaroyi
kazi ukarurimwa kuchinaya unorwa nemene
red nemeni.
Yo, man, feels good to be back. Feels good to be back home doing what we love, doing what's best.
Shim Dada, good to have you back, broski. Recording in real time. No pre-record.
I mean, there's a lot of things that have changed.
There's
a lot of things that are going to change. It's an exciting episode. You see, Gucci, you know, we used to record pakati pe viki, now we're recording on weekends. Early weeks, you will explain all that. But let us say, Makadi.
How are you?
Salibonani.
Linjani.
Skipan.
Selfie welcome.
Salibonani Bazali.
Askulmeni. Yes.
Listen, man. I'm happy to be.
I for one am gassed to be back in the stew.
Listen, it feels like there's a. So we need to explain that. We need to explain that. I mean, we could have done the virtual thing.
We could have,
and we probably will in at some point.
Because the year is looking hectic.
And then there are certain things that just need that immediate urgency.
But some of you have been bugging in the DMs, you know? With any little something.
Guys. But you know, life. It's. But what we wanted to do is to make sure that the BFFs are not left without anything.
We never leave you wanting.
You know. So we pre-cooked. You know. These days, we're eating meal prep. We're eating meal prep.
We really had meal prepped. We had meal
Chimunya,
really and truly.
Chimunya. And I might do some deka, but version that's not ingredient. Even because we do some Tupperware. Chimunya.
Please make no mistake.
But hey, man, welcome back. It's another episode. You guys are back in real time. There's a lot to go through. I think the most important thing to say is welcome back. We missed you guys
so much.
We missed giving the shout outs to the coffees. Terribly missed that terribly. You know, thank you to everybody that kept giving, man. You know,
I think that's the one thing I felt bad about the most. It's like each episode coming and not having the chance to do it in real time to thank.
Yeah. And some of your comments are so funny, guys. I think we're going to have to find a way to incorporate them into these edits.
You lot are funny, you know. No. You men are funny.
No. I think you guys held us down in as much as we were holding you down with the episode.
100%.
But you know, seeing the response in real time, and sometimes we'd worry, would this still connect? What was your favorite episode
of the pre-recorded items? You know what? Oddly enough, the mother's one.
The mother's one was different.
The mother's one was good.
Yeah,
that was fun.
The mother's one was very, very.
But the heartbreak ones. Yay! Heartbreaks was funny. Cause you know the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Now, like, I was just as pleasantly entertained, probably as everyone else was
watching.
Because it had been a while since we watched them. And you forget some of the jokes. And you're like, I found myself creasing throughout all of those.
I think Munashe's story was also a very good one because, again, some of these episodes, you're like, snap, there's depth to these people. You know, I think people very much enjoyed that story, resonated with it. Saw some upcoming dropouts in the comments there. Be like,
Draga binder, please. Hey,
Don't-
I just shared you my guidance.
Don't back
I'm
out
not saying.
now.
I'm not saying. No.
Don't back out now.
I'm not losing trust in you,
Yeah.
but I made it clear in that decision.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're in this for starry-eyed and whatnot,
Yeah.
this is gonna be hard. I told you, it's hard.
This is the first time I'm gonna Munashe achimwa something asiri kuwandisa kusero. Someone was like,
No, the thing is, it's not that ndikuwandisa. It's just that avasi kuti bhadhara vanhu.
you know.
Mudati send me girl sponsorship. Do we have a send me girl sponsorship?
No, we don't. We don't.
Mr. Freeze, why don't I like it? Because
I mean, Mr. Freeze is just an OG.
It's an OG.
I mean,
it's my day one.
But you know.
I grew up on the nigga.
Yeah. And I think there's also, you're going to see a lot of exciting partnership with a lot of brands in the coming, because what we wanted to do in the first 15 or so episodes was find our footing.
Establish the
Before find our voice, find our foot. You know, we have a lot of things in the background. Test in the past week. All right, because again, shout out Vanuga. It's now test.
Boys are not so disappointed because I'm going my high expectations. Boys, my dreams. We can't help it. We just
so best believe anything you see us saying here. To verify good. And we actually would use our own money to buy or use that facility. Saka, you know, Musa Shamisik.
If you hear us championing something, and
I mean, not which of those tools I mean, but more important, I mean, you gotta give us points for honesty. You gotta give us. This is so. With this episode, there's absolutely no notes. Because we thought, why give ourselves the burden of trying to structure? This is the catch-up episode.
The catch-up.
This is the
recap.
recap.
Because there's been a lot that's been happening. Because the niggas make moves. We make moves.
We need to talk about the moves.
We make moves.
We need to talk about the moves. We need to talk about the moves. Munashe has been holding back on you guys.
Moves, bro.
Tell the people. Tell the people. Because I've been knowing this for what? 8 weeks.
Oh my
God.
Yo.
And do you know what?
Ages.
Do you know what? Here's the crazy thing. People kept saying to me like, yo, can we see you putting all this? Are you going to be traveling with Munashe? I'm like, yo.
Hey, yo.
This nigga is not traveling with me.
You guys He's not taking me.
This nigga is not taking me. I'm actually doing this because I need to go.
No, but I like that. No, I saw that when I reposted your tour dates, and it's a list of tour dates. Hey, it's locations. And people are like, come nice. I was like,
nah,
it's
so,
with a heavy heart.
You know, he's a humble guy. So I'll do this one for him. When did this happen? 3 weeks before we stopped recording.
Yeah.
Which is almost like 8 weeks before.
Early February. Because I started auditioning January.
Yeah. And so I don't know, you caught where he would speak about my callbacks. Munashe is going to be part of a West End play for the next 15 months. For the next 15 months. West End for the next 15 months. And when we say player, as my player, we am say Friday morning. Every day except Monday.
8 shows a week.
8 shows a week.
6 days.
So what that means is hatori enough freedom. I'm roofing what anayo. Podcast no tuto record distobiridzira. Kutora auspa stage ngoai. Alright. Tombo record 5 minutes. Tombo dzoka uchimbo ningirina. So So that's the big news. The boys on West End,
trading the boards with the best of the best.
And we pray kuti because on West End ndokunana kwakatangira na Lucian Msamati, ana Negrini vakazoita Game of Thrones, Gangs of London.
It's essentially Premier League yet.
Benedict Cumber chakadaro.
In fact, Hollywood actors come to London to do West End. To put that into perspective,
you want to go to Nabo short schools?
It's in Chitashita, so no. It's where it's where the best of the best sharpen their craft and do the thing. Thank you, guys.
Well done. That deserves my coffee. Mkomana my coffee. Achimukira graft because Mariesa was Monas Nigrin Saga. Ananga achida kuita se jumpstarter Nigrini. Mukamuti makofi emakorokoti aiwa panda makorokoti
plus my prayers enyakapinda through akabena
aiwa
thank you no thank you
prayer ndo kuzatswa nekofi
on the other side vangwari ma streets makazvonera omega makazvinziro your boy is doing a world tour kuti nah man world I wish we could pan to your calendar today has been actually a nightmare. Where do we tuck in? Because we want to do live shows for you guys. We want to do the BFF live event.
Do we have a date?
We have a date.
Do we have a date?
We got a date.
Hey, this episode, they're my announcements.
Of course, guys. We've been away for a minute.
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
No. I want our people to know this one. Your bros,
Parushandwa. Ngemapenzi.
It's not good this one. To write a podcast because hey man we need to do something with our time no to find out save abantu but at the same time
we
want you guys to feel like I'm a Jesus
Are kurova graft no it's
just glaze over a few of the dates obviously Twisa list my dates up poster chacho
so right now 26 27 3 May it's looking like we're going to have to add another date in Cape Town.
Boom.
So 26 27 that's Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town 3 May, and then doing a whole month in Zim, trying to do all provinces, starting off in Masvingo, then Gweru, then Mutare, then Vic Falls, then Blues,
boom, boom.
Chinoi,
boom.
Ending off in Harare. Then from there, June, what's happening in June? June! Special one.
June's a big one.
Because 29.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing on the 29th of June?
BFF live show.
Yes, sir.
29 June, Munashe Bridge.
Yes.
We're together.
29 June, Nyaradzo House, Letchworth Garden. Tengetiripo, we are opening up. We're going to, we are doing this while you guys are there. But before that, we're going to get into some urban groups, karaoke. There will be some live and surprise guest appearances type. It's going to be lit.
Listen,
it's going to be crazy.
No, I can honestly say there hasn't been an event of this nature in the UK for our community. Vibe-wise, never.
So this is
never.
We have very, very limited seating because
first of its sort.
It's a prescribed event. Mm-hmm. Once we put out these tickets, which should probably be by the end of this week, jump on it. The event is in June, but I see ourselves by the end of April without any tickets. So that's what we're doing. But then the propaganda tour then extends to we're going to Amsterdam, we're going to Germany, we're going to Netherlands, we're going to Poland. We're figuring out some of these. I don't know if I can. Because do you know the funny thing is Mdzimia Dukana Nyama visa.
I don't know what it is.
But no. So and also later on in August we're going to have UK dates. you guys have been wondering about it. In that sort of Western space, Panrindo, Condition, Birmingham.
Come on.
Birmingham, Papa. Two times the space.
Come on.
Birmingham, Papa.
Are you are?
You know, we're going to add Dubai in there. We're adding Kenya, Zambia. You know, basically,
in lieu of a conversation, go India.
No, Urwanachi. Ndrupafunga because nyaya mari ndivana abibira asana abibi.
Ndiana Baya.
Punjab.
Ndiana Baya. Ndiana Kaise o Baya.
Dev Patel. Mr. Patel.
Jamal Malik. Jaiwala.
No, listen, as long as kwamuri kuchishikika tukushikako.
Yeah.
Tukushikako. But you know, obviously it's one of those. In our ideal broke situation, we would have been traveling together.
Yeah.
But then we realized that some of these things, these are things that we prayed for. And they are happening now. Apana pe kuti chazoti and suda kuenda on a Western play because I want to go on tour. Mwari is like mfana wangu. Ndakabisa che kuti.
Ndakakubudisa wakuda kundudzira manje. Oh, wakuda kundidza zvokuita ne timetable yangu.
Yo! Do you know the crazy thing about these episodes now? Did you notice when my daughters I missed my way that came out?
Oh no, I didn't. Where?
No, or the episode, the Chikuti episode, the heartbreak one.
I got a message from, I don't think they messaged me. I think they messaged the Maiden's Way Instagram account.
Yeah.
And I missed the message, and Kuda sent me a message that Wakura, something like that, blah blah blah. I can't quite remember. Yeah. But shout out to her. I was like, I think it was the mom or something like that. Yeah.
There's a lot. The lady that I was speaking about on the one from Saint Dominic, Saint Dominic's Shawasha.
Yeah,
was like, yo,
is this me?
Is this me? I was like, huh? It's beautiful full circle moments, man. Full circle moment, you know, man. People are married, people are thriving, people are
reflective ones.
You know, people are doing well, man. I think also, if anything, all these episodes just showed like, I think our podcast is a wholesome episode. Brings people together. Did you see the hashtag? With the Saint Dominican, like the baddest per square meter hashtag.
The square meters was hey, I'm not gonna lie. That one brought them out of the woodworks.
Everyone.
Because you know when we did that episode, when you said Saint Dominic's, I was gonna say it, but I missed the chance to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say two things. I was gonna say I was unfamiliar with their game being baddies.
Yeah.
But what I knew about them was that they were brainy. They were brainy babies.
Right.
And so now our comments are flooded. And they're coming there. Asivaro
proper Avengers.
Bang,
Nah, they came up.
And just out of curiosity,
you like,
I was just like, okay,
doctor,
auditor, lawyer, auditor, accountant, architect, doctor. I was like, oh. Brainy baddies.
For real.
I was like, okay, fact checking.
What I then liked was the offshoot of the conversation, like, no. You don't know about Mundi.
I'm not gonna lie.
Christian Mambo.
I'm not gonna lie. The one I was familiar with.
Yeah.
Mundi. That was gonna be my submission. For me.
I think Mundi was off center for us because Mundi looked very much like private school. So I don't know, or maybe it was Kugweru.
Maybe it was just the Midlands of it.
Yeah, we never really. So I never got a chance to.
Now, but from my ends, from the Matabelean side of things, because I gotta rep Matabelean. Yeah. Because
that was smooth. Yeah.
So I gotta rep in Pandini. I get I throw them in there for That's us. Now, anyway.
Nah, man, it's. I think man.
They came out the woodworks.
Nah, they came out of the woodworks, man. They came out and
I like that.
But you see, like with almost every episode, every clip that was going out, it seemed like it was just hitting at the heartstrings. The Urban Grooves episode, people, I was in grade, I was when this was happening. It was, man. I love when podcasts do that. I love it when content brings people together. Because you find the social media right now is just poised towards the negative. Usually, so it's nice when you have a little moment where it's just like,
hey man,
people are like, because people even like from the comments you can tell, like people even sound surprised that they're having a positive moment on social media. You know?
Right?
People are like, oh,
right?
Man, Bogo. I remember when this came out.
This age.
You know, when this song came out, in my dreams, video, I had a crush on him. I love it. Shout out to you guys, man. I think we're cultivating
because it's so hard to go through a thread of 100 comments. Person I wanna out the side of their neck. Just for the sake of being a contrarian.
Bro.
But on that one, I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it. I was like, we might be onto something.
Shaping it up. We need to... There's quite a lot of people that almost died in the time that we were away. Almost died. Mkomana Chaluva. Akapota Sia... Mkomana Chaluva.
You know what it is? Yeah. There's been a lot that's been happening in real time. I don't even know where to begin.
That one would have had to jump on Zoom.
Yeah, that one.
If Chaluva
Danga kasi crown.
Angachangosvika pabasa chausi.
Angachangotanga mfunge.
Angachangosvika pabasa
apa alongside weeds of aruteto vane mabororo avo
Kate wacho was rumored kuti zvogonanga zvakamushatira. Unozvati mhuri yaya unotozoona kuti kambuya kake kanga katobata mhuri.
Ndomona kuti gogas veve bro vanga vari bhobho. You know what? In lieu of that, nobody knows noti. Mbuya Lisbeth. She had the crown on lock. Right now they're in 6s and 7s, bruv.
Bro, tingadai titwa izvo ingadai to coins waika pakaso apo mariro oga
masofa panze
ingori pane bamdiki richi vangosvika vakati ini maspika ndeangu. Is this? No, this is not treason.
Vaya vakati zvoni corona.
Indrungoda kambichana.
Ndrungoda
kawaya kanobva
kanobatanidzira chi.
Nah, man, do you know
kurudyiwa cabbage kuwinds.
There's so America is going crazy. Israel-Palestine war.
It's escalated. But you know, the one thing, I think I'm going to have to start requesting we restrict some of the things we say on this podcast. Because I feel like we're speaking shit into...
To encourage not
even encouraging people. I think we're putting so much shit into the ether. I don't know. There's something about... no protection. Bet. Okay. You know what? Fuck around, I might make it happen.
That's right in my wheelhouse.
You know what? That's... I just had that on my plan. Remember we were talking about World War III conscription? Hey, bro, the rhetoric that's happening around, I'm not feeling it. Personally,
bro, that's like, whole Russia, because there was that story about how the bombing that happened in Moscow, Britain was behind. I was like, oh, because it was happening while I think that my first street, I think that delay wakunok. I think
Ndabatikana.
because ndopa kuti anzi uri kulenda kapa Heathrow kongonzi Banbury pfurira pane rori
chingodaiwo varume uhealthy urifit wakagwinya uye ichi chingachidya sadza ichi
bro. Nah, man, I
don't like the rhetoric.
It is actually so crazy.
It's World War II-esque.
It's bubbling, because then a few days ago, Israel then bombs aid workers, my aid trucks, and then they come out and say, "Hey, the first one was a grave mistake. I think the second one was a case of mistaken identity." Brother, matraki my aid workers usually angatori blue.
The brav. Apa Putin
akanyorwa kunzi aid.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Oopsie days.
Oopsie days. Apa Iran is talking about, yeah, we're drawing out, we're trying to
Iran tete kamera unozve Iran ndezve unozvati ndirikunzwa kuvaviwa.
Hey man.
Unozvoti kuti munhu anenge ari kubhawa kuti nhasi andibvisa kurwa munhu.
Bosi kuna vanhu vakadaro, kuna anoendera kubhawa kuti vangono.
Ndagarisa mani.
Ngatomirira kuti munhu angomugume.
Did you see the meme of the guy at Raw? Like it was a face-off boxing match. Face-off. Munashe angachizvida akabata banana achitya. He was slapped. Kabanana kaida kuti. Asara akabata ganda banana. Kabanana kaida kuti.
That is the most cartoonish thing ever. The only thing more cartoonish than that is that one is a gandare banana or
Wickner is still giving cars.
He's still doing his thing.
Let me tell you something, broski. Seeing Wickner give cars uri Kunok and seeing Wickner give cars uri Zimbabwe, very, very different.
All right. What's the contrast?
I think Kanatri Kunoku, we can be lofty and say, we want a week now, why can't he give that to man? Bro, the mood in Zim right now, I think also it's a consequence of how persistent he has been.
Okay.
Everybody's just expectant, bro.
So now, Yatro, anytime from now, it might be me.
Nijo has this...
Bro, it's been weeks and it's still a thing right now.
Nijo has this brilliant joke where he says, man, I hope he forgives me for sharing. But the joke is basically, I just want to say Wickner, kana kuronza ari kupa vanhu mali singangobudisa list racho ka1. Because anxiety is killing me.
That's funny.
Because Econet never days inobonetsa data ka where it's offline. It's like, and the niggas is stressed because I'm like, yo, what if my message comes in now? No, Econet is offline. And I'm not getting data because, but I haven't seen the message. And just put me out of my misery, man.
Oh,
it's a fire
That's
joke.
A very good joke.
But
how was that too?
It was brilliant.
It sounds, I can imagine. I could see that. If ever funny formal.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Because I just knew, bro. It's slapperoni and cheese.
Bro, there's something about being around people who work equally as hard, people who are extremely talented, that just pushes you to pull up your socks, to raise your game. You just like, it's go time, because Nijo is that guy.
Yeah, Nijo be grafting.
Nijo be grafting. And then
Shanda. And then one Nijo said, mbona manigas ngachimanya 100 meters. Oh, man, are you saying boats the first time you're on black?
The crazy thing now is I think it's that whole iron sharpens iron adage where from just you get what I mean? So it now becomes like a very wholesome yet toxic cycle of working.
Yeah.
Ndorokufonera kuma 3 Makatorara. You know, but it was so much fun, man. I got to see, you know, another angle of how he also does things. He has a whole team. Nijo has an operation.
All right.
You know, Nijo has an operation. Nijo has a lovely lady who does administration.
Okay.
Nijo is a receptionist, bro. Nijo is ahead of all of us.
Is that your way of saying, whilst done is indri by iron?
No, not even. Okay. Inini by iron wangu kutoshaya.
Boss by iron.
Aiwa, but inini by iron. But iron yangu ndiye kutoshaya.
Ndiye kuti
dai kwanisa. Andina. Akusikuti brother. No. Nijo is a
but
guy.
That's impressive. Because the thing is, I was freaking out with admin lady and whatnot.
No.
Like, no.
We're talking with Nijo on a payroll.
Oh, hey, these are
my overheads, these are my ningrini. And if you see mushandro unoita vanhu yavo nemfariro vanoita babasa, you can tell kuti vanhu mari yavo inoyaka kwana
inoya on time.
Yeah.
And this is what I've noticed one time about having a payroll and people on payroll. Vanhu vari payroll more often than not, they just work as hard as you work.
Yeah.
But they really and truly, because when I don't like to micromanage people or whatnot. Yeah, great.
The thing that I don't like about Nijo, Harare.
You're like, hey,
Harare. Na 5. Kaneka to I was like, yo, bro.
Hey, nigga, hey.
Varo, you gotta work.
Come on. My business
hours. Yeah, 1 to start. Boys, what na 4. Why? Second thing, why? I'll tell you why that's a problem. Second thing is, so now if you are the boss and I would now
in any work and also kumbra lunch say wait, how can I
man, it was such a brilliant thing to see up close.
That's
we
nice,
did
man.
all in one tour. He went to Blues, Gweru, Masvingo, Mutare, finished in Harare. All of these shows sold out.
Oh, it looked it. I could tell.
And we're talking about vanouya vari expectant, vanouya vari excited to participate, to listen. People are engaged. It's just wholesome fun.
It's nice, man.
We're bringing out people that wouldn't ordinarily
come out.
It's wholesome.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
It was beautiful.
I really, really love what you, man, are doing for the genre, for stand-up comedy, for comedy in Zimbabwe. No, comedy in Zimbabwe has always thrived because Zimbabweans, we laugh through the pain.
Very fun.
But stand-up as a craft, stagecraft, stand-up.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now people are because they probably wouldn't go to a Japreza show.
No.
They probably wouldn't go to a
and they've been looking show. For something like that.
And they just, not because they don't want to go out, but just because they just don't have. And now, the more they've become accustomed to it and exposed to this as a thing, it makes it so much easier for us going forth to do these shows. You know what I mean?
Where have you ever heard of a show where people come?
It's amazing.
People come, Reps Theatre.
Mm-hmm.
I did Reps Theatre.
Yeah.
I sold out Reps Theatre. But what Nijo did was level above that. Because he sold out Reps Theatre and people didn't go home.
They hung around.
People who didn't have tickets were like, no. Road, bro. Like vanga
get out. I'm standing passenger.
Or like $10 yangu indogara pakata.
That's fine. I don't need a comfy one. Oh,
bro.
No. Like that.
450 seater to capacity, add maybe 80 to 100 people more. people standing in the back, vanhu vakagara munhingirina. Bro, unoziva zvokuti vanhu vanoseka unonzwa building kuti
Ooh, I just got goosebumps.
bro.
Oh,
That's what he did.
Yo,
it was crazy.
Nick.
It was crazy.
God.
And having such a player, because I was having conversations with him and telling him, of all of us, I think Nijo is the best embodiment of all of us.
Yeah.
In terms of, he has the image. He is the person that
cleanest image
we need
to rally behind,
to take it where it needs to go. I say that because inini Kandoro anozo azotuka mangwana farisa kakuzvida.
He's too political. He thinks it is a political.
But Nijo is, bro, like his entire image, family man,
Zano, CCC,
anyone, vanhu vechechi, vanhu vechi, vanhu vemusic, vanhu he unites all of those people.
Comes through. That's powerful.
He unites all of those people.
That's the guy to rally behind, because from then onwards, they can then now splinter off into Van Vavo Vano Farira, but Avura.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. Very exciting time for Zim comedy, man. I think everybody just putting in their graft, even my skits, my chichi. It's just an incredible time, man.
The skits you man were doing were just sensational.
I think that's what then told me, Kuti, yo, man, do you know Kuti, those every single thing was just but the camera. And I think even when we uploaded them, there would be no editing. You would actually hear Cyprian saying, "Okay, go."
Literally.
There's no cuts. There's
from camera to
phone to social media.
To social media. No change of angle. No chakuti. That's my biggest for me. I think I think that's where formal training fucked me up.
Yeah.
Was
took out some of that rawness.
It just and then that was lighting. To in more close up on this moment. We have to reverse to the two shot. And it's effective. I've seen it.
Do you know so I started doing that. I'd always had these ideas that I always had, and I was like, you know what, let me do it Nijo's way. So I called him up. I'm like, yo, let's do this. I have this concept in my put aside the date.
Yeah.
We do that. No, knocked it out. Do you know that video did 40,000 views in one day on YouTube?
I saw the retweets it had on Twitter, and now Intropinda, it's meme worthy.
No,
even that wheel,
bro.
Wheel.
Do you know, like on Twitter, I've always played around those kind of numbers on Twitter, but
yeah.
On YouTube now, the closest video in a day that is gonna, I think, 20-something thousand views. This is on 40K. Because I number is just pam one minute.
You know what that was running, and I don't think I actually feel like sometimes the higher quality or the more production value you try to put in things for Zimbabwean markets, the more the more you're just fucking yourself up. I think one hundred to feel without it pretentious. Because the thing is, right? I think I've just figured it out. The minute you want to emulate, because there's so much access to Netflix, high quality dramas, high quality, high production, Hollywood, chout. The minute you try to emulate that, you're never going to. It's either you do it to that quality or usatombo try because yato shorter and leave it. And now the minute you try to do that, we compare to that. Zvakafanira hip hop uchirepa nechirungu. Or that hip hop uchirepa with an American accent. But now compare na Kendrick Lamar, Nana J. Cole, and you're not that. Now you're in this sea of quality out there. We have got a good idea of what that is, and good luck measuring up to that. Saka nani utongoita hako stay away from that. Ungotambira kulikwa kutotoziva kuti ndo kwatiri ukoko, and that's that, and that's fine. And we don't have anything to measure it by, because it's its own category of things. The one shot, one long trekking shot. Riri pagimbo richiti rakavhete mutswa rotarisa uyu rovha ravhete mutswa rotarisa rovha rauya anoenda chiwide wobva afamba otera neuyu yekuti cut angle iyo over 20. Over 20. I think that's the solution.
Ndikutoedza kutotsvaga apa.
No, I've seen it. That's it. I think
it's an exciting time for creators, man.
It's a
very, very good year. I think if we keep our ears to the ground, if we keep level, we're talking about Buddha Bobo this year.
Shout out to you, man. There's man. There's
29 June.
29 June is gonna be,
and we have merchandise coming on the way. Merchandise coming. Abana ansara ne sent kore no god. Damn it.
Mona t-shirt hands baby.
Over credit card re BFF.
Credit line. No one tenga on clan. We
Andi clan is between you and clan. It's just kuno kunenga shika yakwada. Hey, that's a rhyme.
It's between you and clan. It's sitting yashika yakakwana.
Bars, nigga.
Argu breakers.
Yo. Zimi pop ndo imwe futi iri kuni. There's a lot of things bubbling. There's a lot of like to my beef true form one. His controller made me doing. There's more. But Zimbabwe is a new currency, baba.
That one I've seen a few requests in our DMs and our inboxes. Wachiti majis.
Zimbabwe's new currency, Zim Gold.
On that, Zim Gold, Zig. Takatanga tine Zim dollar. Takapinda pa agro check. It was agro before Bera.
I don't even remember.
Zim Bera agro, RTGS.
We've had about 6-7 bond notes.
I mean, for the longest time, people have been talking about backing it with something solid, because my currencies nowadays are my fiat currencies. But what's the credibility of it? What's the efficacy of?
Listen,
really, like,
I think Zimbabwe doesn't have it's not necessarily a currency monetary issue. We have a political problem. Yekuti trust chaiyo muvanu has been eroded.
There's no faith in
the people
currency.
Don't believe.
Yeah, because for the longest
people
time
simply don't believe.
Because my fiat currencies, they literally operate on trust and faith.
You need your people to believe kuti zvamuri kuita izvi is in their best interest, is something that is meant to work. You want it to work. So when people will some of these things into actually, sometimes chisina kusimba, maybe Zim dollar or Zim gold, but when people will it to all right, and people send suggestions, oh guys, we can improve. But kana chino chikangotangwa with people tearing it apart. Kokira kodi ndei. I don't know my tickets. You can plug. And in Inina,
why does it look like monopoly, man?
Bro, in Inina, I genuinely think it all starts with the people that you send to speak these messages. I don't know any country where people know who their Reserve Bank governor is as much as Zimbabwe. When you actually think about it, could you, at the very most, people know the Minister of Finance, but why do we know, like, and we know them because our government plays the good. All right,
is that nigga over there?
Do you remember the last Reserve Bank governor that we didn't know?
Ooh, I think it's a nigga before. Not even the nigga before Gono. Tsumba.
I don't know what that nigga looks like.
I don't know what he nigga looked like. signature yake at best.
Because I'm pretty sure if we look for him, we'll find him. But I'm saying not to say he was killing it, but there was an understanding. This nigga doesn't need to be coming out and making press statements. And his work, if there's anyone who has the most behind the scenes work,
was that nigga. There's
a problem. Reserve Bank governor more than mugona mari.
Then
we are seeing this nigga in press conferences more than we're actually seeing his man. I want to bro. And have you seen how most of these guys, it's almost like they're competing with
oh my God.
I don't want another Kandoro Speaks moment.
I think you already had the Kandoro Speaks already. I think you're past that. If anything, people are waiting for a Kandoro.
We have things
give
to
them
do
what
this year.
They want.
We have things to do. Can't be getting stopped by airport routes. I'm fine.
You know,
bro. I feel like let's take it petty. Let's make it silly. Let's make it silly.
Petty cash.
I think for propaganda to be successful, there are simple tenets that you need to follow.
Yep.
For propaganda because this is all it is.
Of course.
If you want your currency, parufana a healthy dose of propaganda.
No.
Podama jingles, paruda ningri. Biera check, nderako, jiwanganiza, kupi. You know what you do, but you're singing along. But more importantly, you find handsome people to communicate your message. You need handsome people. You need beautiful people to communicate your message. People ask, do you remember you lived in Love? Weber Park Safra?
Oh yeah!
Belter?
Banger.
Do you know why she was a belter?
Baddie.
Because she was communicating. But people were like, I'll be we'll be again dividend. I want to let it play. You need beautiful people to communicate. You need beautiful people because the reason why you need beautiful people is because even if what they're saying is nonsense, their beauty, their handsomeness is always going to distract. People are always going to live with something, right? And not even live with something. Vanu kazhinji kacho avawanzotuka vanhu vakanaka.
Right?
Ukaona mtukiro unoitwa Nick Mangwana, if he was a handsome guy.
I was about to say, instead, the new guns.
Brother,
your favorite guy. I've always said it to Swani.
If you
find you wakawana baby loyal kwa uri, like Nick is to the regime.
Nick might be the greatest civil servant
ever. He
has
to be, man.
The greatest civil
Hate
servant
him or love
ever.
Him, but the nigga does not backpedal or like even
if we are being serious in terms of employees,
no,
you want an employee.
You need.
Like the first thing, Mamka say that's not.
Oh, kurara. Akarara ndiwe.
Huh? Kurara.
Sleep is bad for you.
That is the greatest civil servant of all time. Olympic.
And then
Nick Mangwana aka, there was a picture Buddha Ichinzi. Yo, why is ZTN using Starlink when you guys are saying Starlink in the green? The picture was showing Starlink in pe building. Nick Mangwana kazoya like an hour later, I gonna try picture yepa ngrini. Yepa roof. Obvious Starlink yabviswa. Kwanza where is the Starlink? I was like, yo, this is the GOAT, man.
No, he's like, I rate him for that.
This is the GOAT.
Because that level of faceless back your boy.
This is
it's a come back your boy, bro. Like, I rate him for that.
No, I was like, like Nick,
I rate him for that.
Like, this is a picture.
Like it's a picture, you know. There's a record of this, you know. He's so unfazed,
bro. I think Zano PF understates as silly as it sounds. You really do need people that look good visually to spread your propaganda, because there's a video of a guy that was asked, so this, I think the question was something to, what is the difference between my bone nose and this is back? And even while he's still being asked the question, you can do
the question.
And you know the reason why? Bro. Do you know the reason why he looks like Apana Chano Zigaro? Munas nagunaka. We are not even giving this person benefit of the doubt.
No,
because we're like, yo, mavuro mageta mrumo wenyu jamana. But if for lack of a better example, if Tongai Chirisa and you're like,
you know,
that's not a good sign.
You know the nigga from Forrest Gump, Baba Gump.
Yeah. And she's like, yo, my nigga, this is not. And do you know the crazy thing is? The crazy thing when it comes to currency questions, right? For all the grief that people give on Atenda Mavetera about Starlink and Ningrini, and Atenda Mavetera even get leeway to say whatever nonsense they want, because ministry yako, yes, it's an important ministry, but it's not a bread and butter.
Yeah.
It's not a bread and butter ministry.
But they're rolling it out.
Oh, they're cooking.
And the ear now the difference between ear and is even in the prettiness. Some of the things are not around. But you can forgive it.
She's stubborn.
You can forgive it because there's some movement going on back there. You're like, hey, as well. It's a movement over there.
Do you know?
Movement over there.
Do you know? I think honestly, get rid. If you guys want to do the lazy broad stroke, give pretty people your talking points, man. Because you're giving random people with random names, man. They can. Confidence actually ikatanga kuita fall apart, because if there is anything that I know is Fadza Emahere is going to be. Do you know what Fadzi is one of those? She's like a dog with a bone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
She's like, I know they are thanking the heavens right now. She's not in parliament
because she would have been questioning at Vunza.
Oh, I know Mugira.
Whoa,
Vamangwana mangamati apamakati.
You said.
Oh man, we got distracted. But I was saying something about Wicknell.
Yeah.
Do you know the genius of that whole thing that Wicknell is doing? Is pakatanga kupa ngrini Wicknell achipa vanhu mota pepe vachiri vana Japreza vana Chichichi vana Sulu, and we were like, you know what, the thing is, it's not Wicknell's money. He's what. Do you know pane pakatanga kupa vana Japreza, you might not be a Japreza fan and you're like, oh, You know, I don't care about job. And then he goes and finds Ndimuridzo. It's like, hold up. And he goes and finds Matthias Mary. Then I started noticing, yo, this nigga is going fan base by fan base. He's going genre by genre. He's like, kana uri munhu asingade ningiri ndokubatirawo.
Don't worry.
Ndichibva kuna Matthias Mary Chaplain Piri.
Okay, Chaplain Piri. Okay. Okay. Toya kuna boys remaskit.
Pakazondibata inini.
Topinda vanhu kuchurch.
Pana Alec Machias.
Cheso power.
Because in as much as you want to hate on Wicknell.
I know.
You want to hate on Wicknell. But you're like, yo it's Bashiro. If there's somebody that deserves a car just for Jasper. Bashiro vakarera vanhu vakawanda. Do you know, like, there's people, I'm speaking for myself. There's people that know how to be fathers and husbands purely from
my anecdotes.
Alec Macheso's words. Babashiro is the embodiment of do as I say, not as I do. Because it's like, I'm not in front of boy. Hey, mbana inini mabedi zanonkurira.
And mabedi zvinonkurira
ndakabva nako kumunga in mabedi
ariko. Ndakumunga sha. Kumunga. Ukwangu kumunga. I'm about your niggas.
Kumunga ya Malawi. Kumunga ya Malawi. Mabedi aripo. My bed is abwino.
Legi macheso arino.
Bro, there's a song, yeah.
My bed is aribwanji.
My father used to. My bed is aribwanji. Bro, my father used to babysit us to Alec Mancheso's song.
Yep.
Tererai vana vangu we. Zvisisai vana vangu vandakaba.
And you're there like,
mazvake vanangu munosvikapo. Mazvake vanangu
munosvikapo. No.
Baba Shero from bro.
Paanodayo message inobva yanyatsopinda kunyatsoti.
Brother, if there is anyone that deserves Alec Mancheso, but you're like, damn. But I'm like, I'm conflicted, but damn. Shit. So you because there's certain people that are just so wholesome nationally.
As an image.
You can't hate.
Even Chiranza and that pity lady just
How do you hate on that?
How do you hate on that?
How do you, like, Snapper Storm?
Did Snapper get a whip? No, he did.
He did. He did. I got Tingaroga C200. He did. He did. It's the last one. But finally, I say, mosquito, nigrin, aqua, nigrin, mukaza, nigrin.
That bobo.
Yeah. I got zero.
Yeah, that's a
nationally. Yeah. Do you know what we don't have Nyadzi as a nation?
No, doesn't it poverty.
Nyadzi.
From time yekuti vanhu Jinimbe aita akapula but yeah man ungana. People never used to do that. Remember there's a time when Philip Chiangwa used to have mad guap and he was the one nigga but it's at the hardest wits that anyone's ever seen. People would admire, but I don't
No.
Vachita momotira mota kudaro varuma.
Philip Chiangwa at the very most would get Philip Chiangwa title on Big Ram newspaper.
Yeah.
Because you'd get those articles.
Look at that whip.
Title Mtara tuning, but maybe 1 or 2.
Maybe 1 or 2 but juice cards, maybe. But people had some, have some to call them. Come on.
Beef.
Also, but now people want to.
This is a pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
I think, and some of the people that are begging for these cars is like, you're not thinking about your kids, bro.
Have face.
You're not thinking about your kids.
Ganda ku face. You need some.
But I guess kuri kwakunzi mota yacho maiwana hanti. I guess they're thinking of it as we're having the last laugh. Because more on a troller, but most like I used to see 200. But I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, what that tells me is you'd be happy that if it was like for America and whatnot, you'd be the kind of guy who would puff data ndokupa recording deal wangoikisa. That's the same thing.
Because I think I'm very interested to see what like the strings.
It's the same thing
that are attached to all this.
It's the same thing.
Like when it comes out, and then the thing with Zimbabwe is
ain't nobody getting logbooks with them webs, bro.
Zvinongozobuda hatichazounzwa kuti alright my terms and conditions kubuda. There's actually let's see, there's a video of Sniper. What is he saying?
Was in Australia just
no, I get exactly
50 Cent is on top. Right. No, sir. I am a performer in
But DJ Denny.
Dzichazotamirwa pachikona zikarohwa.
DJ Denny vakandishkora what he said. Kupera kwako iwewe.
Niggas is rude,
man. This is my cousin, you know. I know that race.
Oh shit! On your cousin, nigga. Saka makatopemberera mugroup chat.
Aye, man.
Did it come into the group chat?
No. Well,
no, I mean, did the story come like when he was penning Msanga?
No.
Everybody just ignored it.
It was like, y'all hear something?
God damn.
Well, to be fair, I'm not that close to him, but you know, but I was like, my bro,
God damn it,
my bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like some of my uncles and whatnot were active participants in the liberation struggle. They had a hand in it, so they're of that brand of
right
of the liberation, but not so much of this current state of things. I don't know. I don't know what this ilk of Msangano is, but I won't lie. I've got some family members who are card carrying members of the grounds of having participated in the liberation struggle. But hey, golly. This is where we at. State of affairs.
This is where we are. Man, do you know, like, I think even with this Zim dollar issue, the conversation is, you know, I hope it works out, bro.
Honestly speaking, we joke and we punk and we clown and whatnot and we say and I think it only just comes from a place of the cynicism, man. You can't blame us for being skeptical and cynical about this because, like I said, tabakure nima currencies. Of course,
zeros being slashed. Gideon gonna slash 25 zeros,
bro.
During his
tenure. Do you know how? I couldn't believe it. The first zero to hero they did, I was like, might be something. And when them zeros tripled in a year, bro, that's just absolutely crazy.
New currency yenyamurikuita inotongotanga ine $100.
Madi kutangira pa 25 cents. Mangosvipa ka head start. Chingotanga negative. At least, I don't know.
Inotongotanga ne $100.
I don't know. Can you make the highest denomination kind of 50p, please? And then maybe, because I know we're going to get to 100 million, to 10,000, to 100,000 and all of that. But can we just delay that? Can we just offset it a little bit?
I hope it works out, man. I need it to work out.
I needed to work out. I wanted to work out. I think at the very core of every Zimbabwean, we want it to work out.
Yeah.
Might it ever work out? I don't know. Even you know what the nets and the joke. What genuinely? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I didn't say economics. I've never really been an economist and that way inclined in my thinking. I'm a firm believer in, and I hold back my thoughts and opinions on certain things because I don't like to speak on things that I am ill informed on. I not on things that I can back my words.
Yeah, them are baddies.
Most of the time, but
yo, that was crazy.
No, but like, I don't know. Tell me something here. And it might be a little off topic or whatever, but what is actually so hard about processing our own minerals?
So
what is actually what I'm sure there's a reason, but how valid is that reason as to why no one can export lithium or patakawana lithium?
No, I think initially muchangobva ku-independence, one, it's amuna equipment yacho, and cost to getting those processing plants and whatever inenge iri very high, and vanhu vacho intentionally so because of the whole colonialism aspect yekuti it's a setup yekuti maminerals ari kubuda munyika ande. And I think they start selling you as a newer country what memchudzwa maize izvi musatombozvistressa izvi. I think all developing nations ana DRC even ana Nigeria with oil munenge muchitengeserwa zhetire kunzi no, don't even stress yourselves neprocessing, imimi muchangobata cash. Hamuona? Don't even worry. Don't even worry. We'll do all the dirty work, Anna boys. We'll do all the dirty work. Isusu tongoziva tongokupai riri bhidza. Then muzoona kuti I think nekufamba kwenguva start realize kuti iwezve anyone who is willing to give you a bhidza pazhetka aita mari.
Honestly speaking, this is my point exactly.
I've seen
because our leaders, our politicians, what I'm saying is, all our leaders, our politicians and whatnot, they're not. I refuse to believe they're stupid. They can't be. It's impossible. They cannot. They cannot. Like when I'm Tulu, wasn't this nigga like an Oxford professor or something stupid like that, or like
supreme mathematician?
You know what I mean? They're not idiots.
The entire time, maths niggas are arguing ku Ministry of Finances. Angorima it can't.
2 minus 3. It can't, boss. It can't. I can't. It can't.
Where's the divider? Yes,
I don't know that calculator say that is only bond to US dollar. Yeah, gauge game. Yep, that's Jakarongika. No, but look, not to digress. We get that. Even Iwewe, Panab, Kandoro, na Munashe is atina kana kutombopedza madegree edu atakaita set out to accomplish. We can see that from here, and like Panakambo try. Like just genuinely. All right, granted, munoita madiri ne boys. okay, saka munobvuma kuvakirwa parliament house, munobvuma kuvakirwa stadium, munobvuma kuvakirwa 1 or 2 bridges or whatever this is, Chinese niggas and whatnot. Saka pana anongokumbirawo kuti no chimbomirai zvimwe zvifangifangi izvi chingotivakirewo processing plant. You can't. I'm gonna go kumbiro that.
It's worrying.
Vanotoro cut. All right, munotora cut. Yeah, cool.
Because kungoso murutora cut, but this we absolutely need.
Torai cut ya murukuda. But
because if you see, you've been to Shurugu, right?
Not in a minute, not in a while.
No, but like the Boterekwa.
Yeah.
Bro, if you see what it looks like now,
Is it?
It's chipped to the sides because they are mining in all of those. Cynic, what,
done, gone.
Give it 10 years. Never seen anything. And it's like, okay, can I see much kira kutoti monomu Boterekwa raimbwa nana Simon Chimbete ndo mamuri kuya muchita ma operations enyu. Bro, it's worrying, man. It's honestly worrying. But yeah, in that same venue, did you hear Kama Billiard?
What did Kama Billiard say?
Moved back from SA, is now playing for.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
And I saw his wage packet, his bonuses and whatnot. I mean, he's an athlete. We've seen them, and they've got a ticking time bomb on their ability. And he's not getting any younger. I can understand that.
There was a controversy because I think prior to him coming, Anganza was a Tambra Dimbari and whatnot.
No,
and then Yada was like,
Yada FC.
I think Yada got on to Wangu, Mariako every Sunday, Kuzma 2-3. Toto kuveringira ichibva basket
ichibva coffee
yedu iri guaranteed
usatombkwate
5,000 that's one ndiro mfano
ndiro one, that's one round.
Aiwa,
one round per morning service.
Aiwa,
could after. By the time I know afternoon service,
skawari mfano wangu. Skawari.
No, that's fine. I mean, do what you can. Get Mariako uchine the youth, uchine the ability.
I'm excited for Zim football, man. I'm excited for Zim football. I wanted to get back to a time where there was a time where people used to follow religiously Zimbabwean football and actually care who was playing for. Oh man, Black Rhinos
calendar.
Aiwa beyond kutoti Dimbari Caps United kutoziva kuti ku Black Rhinos kuna na Maxwell Marino uku ku Lancashire Steel kuna Ningi uku
vachitoti pakata transfer itori
Zimbabwe Saints,
that nigga moved to what
and all that. The thing that I worry about now is kuti most of the teams that are in the top flight in the PSL.
Secretary Chekutu Pirates.
Oh, Chekutu Pirates is back.
Is that the back? Oh, yeah. So I heard. He was telling me actually. Yeah. Last time I spoke to my dad, he was telling me.
They're back.
Yeah, Chekutu Pirates. Yeah,
and there's a lot of excitement. And
I said, don't have a Benjamin from back in the day. I remember putting Chekutu Pirates before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
No, but you find with most of the teams now are in mining towns. So instead of
that's what's financing.
Yeah. So they end up having these funky names, which I guess from the miner.
So there was Ngezi. There's Ngezi.
Yeah, Ngezi Platinum. There's Ngezi Platinum. There's what minerals. What ingredients. Like I would rather we find the like let's think beyond advertising the mine.
Oh,
right, so that we actually have my teams anosupporteka, my teams, and because inini kuti ndinzonzwa kuti I think some of the things kuti even support kwendi ngirinonzwa danzi team and something minerals,
because
ngatiti Bikita minerals or whatever it is ndo main sponsor yeDimbari.
Fair.
But team yacho ichinzi chazunguza iri zita rinosupporteka rinoimbika rinoningirira, because let's I
because
want,
really and truly you're marketing it to who's your target market?
And also, why does a mine need to be marketed?
It's not like it's also theater brand awareness. Your mine gold
shit.
from shit. You see,
The niggas got that juice. Like,
it's the same way 3Mobile sponsors fucking Chelsea. That's brand visibility.
Exactly.
Ndakaenda pa you switch ndichida kuswitcha mobile provider wanga
team red Chelsea.
ndo support Chelsea.
You know?
3Mobile. Yeah, let me switch to fair.
So when it's like,
Ndotenga gold rangu.
when it's like that, I feel like it's very short-sighted in the way that they're setting up some of these teams. You almost create a situation where you root against a team, because sometimes in team not been any connotations it's or it's a fly-by-night team, or it's a nigri, or it just looks like a team is like history.
Pop up
Because look at right now, Pirates, and it's a name that is
from
withstood the test from Kudara. And
remember, and Lancaster still foot, they were.
Even now, Tati Lancashire still, you can tell zvakabatanidzwa ne zvakabatana nezisco still kwekwe something, but zvineka thought behind it, it's almost like mukati Lancashire takasimba tiri andoona. It's not just very, very rough.
And the supporters vekoka maneka zaishanda kuma stilleries kwacho and all of that.
But when you have a name that's too on the nose, like Nigrikini Minerals, Nigrikini, it's like, okay, nigga, that's not even a real place.
First and foremost, where'd y'all come from?
That's not even. That's not even. And league yango what platinum, what minerals, what nkets, what nigrin mastema shisham. I worry, man. I worry so much, and I just want Zim to figure it out. I think we have potential, because Juno, the things that we can do well, where we can excel, kuti music yedu, let's do that well. Comedy yedu, let's do that well. Our football, let's do that well. All the people that are in a position to build my stadium. Build the stadium. Build my stadium.
And you can't tell me it is that difficult, man. You can't.
It's really not.
It can't be that difficult.
Walter Magaya akaivaka that 5,000 seater what potential. Apparently, varu plana kuwedzera mamwe seater so that ite 10,000. That's men with a vision. Saw a plan, saw it through.
Fair enough.
I think having also had the opportunity to travel a little bit, and I'm looking forward to travel around Zimbabwe when we go on tour.
Oh yeah, when you hit the
man,
national
if you
tour.
see how dilapidated Mutare is, it will break your heart.
I've like listen. When I last went to Zim,
2018,
2019.
that was 2019.
It was 20. Was it? When was it?
When was
it? When I
2018.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, it can't have been 2019.
No, it was 2019. Man.
Serious?
Yeah, it was 2019.
Okay.
It was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely 2019, because 2020, I remember I released that sketch that we did.
Yeah.
Yemapurisa Cool Motor Republic in the lockdown muna 2020.
Okay.
And so it was definitely 2019 when I came. And ndakasvika paChegutu, bro. I remember just Chegutu town. I looked around. I was like,
restaurant church. If you see it now,
I was like, what the fuck is this place? I couldn't. Where you had Pamairage, Papa, and that
restaurant in the do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It's
there.
just dust now.
I didn't even get that far down there, but like where cooked kumso. My jaw was on the
just
floor. I was like, what is this?
Bro, I just want everybody that's
Big
doing
man.
all this mining to remember, because you're telling me, do you know Mutare? You have to go through Mutare to get to Vumba.
Oh.
So how do people
You
get
to the
that
nice
road? Because and you're like, bro, how hard is it to just fix these roads? This is a very small town.
And when they do fix the roads, a round of applause, like nigga.
Oh, do you know they're taking the piss? Because when I left Zim, so apparently there's a summit coming to Zim in a few months. They fixed all the major roads that connect the airport to the Parliament building. They were literally digging up roads to fix. And you look around and you're like, oh, you guys could do this entire time. You guys could do this.
I've come to the conclusion that they just don't give a rat's ass. That's just what it is. It's
And
not
I
a matter of.
why.
I don't
why
think.
Do you not give a rat's ass?
But that's what blows my mind. Like, what kind of utsinye is
why
that?
Not? Why
bro?
do you
like,
not? But hey, man, let's.
I'm trying to
what
be...
silly stuff can we end this on?
Yeah, because that got too.
That got heavy.
That got too heavy.
What are you looking forward to this year? The most.
What am I looking forward to the most? Oof, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you didn't tell people what the name of your play.
Oh, right. So we're gonna be doing the play that goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's the longest running comedy in London's West End.
Yeah.
10th year.
Damn.
10th anniversary cast.
Yeah. The pictures of Magatore cast looked nice, like a nice little intro video. That was dope.
This is gonna be more stuff coming up. I think this week they're gonna be putting out the new cast pictures.
Yeah.
And the thingy on the sideboards. It's a nice neighborhood. To go, Mamma Mia across the road, Frozen is just there.
Nice.
Lion King's round the corner. Tina Turner's over there. It's a nice area to be around. Yes, it's called The Play That Goes Wrong. It opens on Tuesday. We're gonna be at it for a good little while.
Yeah. Basically, the play itself is about people trying to put up a play, like they're actually acting out a play, and things keep going wrong.
Yeah, it's a play within a play.
Yeah.
And it's playing around an amateur drama society called the Cornley Polytechnic Drama Society, who've just had a budget to put on a big production, and they put on this big production and they're putting it on, and it's opening night, and everything is just going tits up. But they're so because it's opening night, it means so much to them. They keep
going.
They keep soldiering on with each mishap, and it's so funny. Oh my god, it's actually so funny. No. I've been rehearsal sometimes and I just like, fuck me, this is how these niggas come up with this shit. This is genius.
Kicks off
Tuesday, but when I'm doing my run with some of the key characters,
right.
Yeah, man, I'd be letting the folks know, and hey, get them tickets for Kandoro's tour, because hey, the way they're selling, boy, yo, how does it feel to put out Ningargini and then you just see them flying out?
It's something that I hope I don't get used to soon.
It's validating, man.
You know, it is very, 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 very validating. But you know, we still got places to go. We still trying to keep a level head. Still trying to be like, you know, this is good, but it can be better.
Of course. What's the biggest capacity venue on your thing so far?
Hey, we can't speak about that one yet.
That's
can't speak about that one, but but you know, most of them are I think we have a couple of five wires. You know, we have a couple of 5 wires. Because I think more important for me on this tour, more important than size, is the vibe and the message.
Yeah.
I really want to have like a show where I hit all the notes in terms of what I want to communicate and still create an experience that I can manage and be like, you know, everybody was committed. It was intimate enough, you know. Then we blow it up.
Nice.
It's at some point down the line, but right now we're still very. So you find with in South Africa, it's my 2-wire 250.
That's good.
2-wire 250. You know, it's
good,
healthy
solid
enough
ones.
to bring something to my eater, but also decent enough. Listen, man.
He done already told you, child cannot do that,
Plus, with it by end of year, 2 finals, quick, wanaka benzi. No week now.
Nah, yangu.
No week now, no Olinda. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the... Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the... Oh, did I tell you? These guys, 2 broke Twimbos, 6 foot weights, we're having a whole back and forth about this whole big 3. What? So apparently 2 broke Twimbos say they are Kendrick. And then 6 foot weights is J. Cole, and we would be the Drake in this scenario, this big 3. I'm like it's very, very flattering for the other guys, you know, like, you see how we almost even forgot to talk about this topic. It's like, that's the level we at. It's like,
y'all say something?
Like, do you guys really think Muriba Duze like, come on.
Because again, like, another reminder.
Come on.
I set about 20 episodes. Like in the scope of podcasts, that's infancy, bro.
Like,
that's
teaching
a pacifier mkano.
Teaching a pacifier mkano, but the level and the standard and the, like, it's a different league. It's like a Champions League, baby. Visiting guys in the Bundesliga and League One. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, you guys, when you have your little competitions with League One, that's cool. Don't involve us. Like, we have bigger
right championship.
Like, we have bigger things to work.
That's okay.
Like, why would we be debating over?
Are we still not number 1 podcast in Zim as it is in terms of metric, according to Apple Podcasts?
It's not even debatable. That's what my point is. That's not even a debate. Like, that's not even. I'm saying, why would we be debating with guys who go to Miriam na face to then watch on the hobby?
Yeah. Welcome. This is Black and Ford. 2 black kings and we got that sauce. They don't really make them like we know more. Back to Teddy that cause we know more than anybody you know. Jokes. Kova chango shika madiko my boss. Hano pakazada my friends name my ops munu wese adi welcome. This is Black and Ford.